In a new video, famous racing expert Larry McReynolds pulls no punches as he examines a recent strategic choice that stunned everyone. You won't believe the candid insights he brings to the table, pointing fingers at Hendrick Motorsports and its drivers. So sit back and relax, because Larry McReynolds is about to drop some truth bombs you won't want to miss. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. The high hopes that accompanied the Watkins Glen race took an unfortunate turn, leaving Chase Elliott with a day filled with disappointment. Despite the initial anticipation, Elliott started the Go Bowling race from a surprisingly subdued P15 position on the grid. A series of unexpected events and a significant misjudgment by the Hendrick Motorsports team dashed any chances of success. During the race, Elliott managed to hold on to the 8th position for a while. However, his momentum suddenly waned, and his speed dwindled. His car eventually came to a halt at the bus stop, revealing the unfortunate truth: he had run out of fuel. A recent analysis by NASCAR insider, who also happened to be a former crew chief, delved into the intricacies of the issue, uncovering the real reasons behind this miscalculation. This misjudgment has added extra pressure on Hendrick Motorsports' rising star as he approaches the upcoming Daytona race. Larry McReynolds, known for his insightful commentary, addressed the issue during the NASCAR Race Hub show. He pointed out a crucial aspect related to Alan Gustafson's daring strategy and his apparent disregard for fuel readings, which ultimately squandered a golden opportunity for Chase Elliott. Larry said, "When you're in the situation we were in going into that race, you have to be aggressive. You have to be against the edge. But I just can't make the numbers connect. The fuel window was about 34 to 36 laps for yesterday, quickly a two-stop race now. Alan was very aggressive. He pitted at lap 17. He continued, what he had to do right there is make 2 runs, 1 more stop at lap 36 and 37 laps. He ran out on the 38th lap." Shedding light on the intricacies of the next-gen car's fueling system, the focus turned towards the reserve tank, a component designed to provide enough fuel to reach the pit stops during races. The racing analyst expressed a mixture of confusion and astonishment, recounting an incident over the radio where Alan Gustafson was heard saying, "Throw the switch and you've got 3 more laps." In response, McReynolds vehemently disagreed, offering a logical perspective that highlighted the implausibility of covering 3 laps, equivalent to 7.5 miles, on a single gallon of fuel, especially on a challenging road course. He described the situation as nothing short of just a huge mistake and a huge miscalculation. Expanding upon this analysis, another NASCAR insider contributed, "This is the final nail in the coffin for the number 9 team when they run out of gas and know that they had a car that could win this thing. Just kind of added insult to Hendrick." During the same broadcast, a NASCAR insider delved into Chase Elliott's performance trajectory since his suspension. Notably, he had consistently maintained a presence within the top 5 week after week. However, a noticeable dip in his performance followed, prompting one of the insiders to identify the underlying factor. As one of the insiders pointed out, "It seems like as the pressure has built, the results have fallen a little bit outside of the Indy road course. I just feel like the pressure, hate to say it, has gotten to him a little bit on the point of execution, and they're going to have to be perfect if they want to win at Daytona." Following the missed opportunity for victory at Watkins Glen, all eyes are on Chase Elliott's last shot at Daytona. But everything doesn't fill the gaps. Eventually, Chase Elliott didn't make it to the playoffs. Chase Elliott acknowledged Saturday night that while missing the playoffs for the first time in his Cup Series career is a bummer, it is also a learning lesson. After finishing 4th in the Cup regular season finale, Elliott said, "I appreciate everybody's support through this season. That hasn't been what I would want by any means, but certainly going to be some lessons taken from it. I think we'll be better for it on the other end." Elliott misses the playoffs after missing 7 races this season due to injuries and 1 due to suspension. As the regular season came to a finish, he was considerably below the playoff cut line. As we have seen, Elliott had a chance to point his way into the playoffs, but a collision at Michigan and a fuel issue at Watkins Glen forced him to race at Daytona. At the Superspeedway, the 2020 Cup champion gave his best. He avoided a 16-car incident at the end of Stage 2, and he started overtime on the second row. He couldn't finish the night with a win because of the RFK Racing drivers' collaboration. After the race, Elliott said, "I feel like we had an okay chance there, but Brad Keselowski and winner Chris Buescher just worked so well together, and they were able to stay locked on. They were so locked on there. They just had a stranglehold on the top lane. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get to Kevin Harvick and stay there like that, and just make the bottom lane work. I kind of bottled it up there, and just couldn't get enough momentum going forward. There are numerous areas in which Elliott and crew leader Alan Gustafson can improve for next season. They may prioritize qualifying after the number 9 vehicle only made it to the final round 7 times in 19 starts. They can also continue to develop racing strategy on road courses and other tracks where they will not be pitting as a group. Small details can mean the difference between competing for a title and finishing the regular season below the cut line. While Elliott missed out on the final driver playoff place, he nevertheless accomplished a major goal for Hendrick Motorsports. He won the owner title with the number 9 Chevrolet over the number 23 of 2311 Racing. Elliott now has the opportunity to chase wins and points that will propel him past the first round of the playoffs. NASCAR pays season-end rewards depending on owner standings, so a good postseason run might help Elliott earn a larger payment. Elliott said, "Obviously, we came up a little short, but I hate the way the season has gone, but proud to get the car into the Owners' Championship. It's a big deal to get on the owner's side, so hopefully we'll try and go and make some noise on that front, and just keep progressing and pushing to be better for next year. We'll be better through all of this down the road." Elliott is not the only well-known driver who will miss the playoffs. Alex Bowman, another teammate, missed the cut after being sidelined by an injury for 3 races. Austin Cindric, the reigning Rookie of the Year, missed the playoffs after winning his way last season. Austin Dillon and Daniel Suarez, who both made the playoffs last season, were left out after falling into must-win scenarios during the regular season. They joined AJ Allmendinger, who was one of the favorites to make the playoffs due to the number of road courses on the schedule. Talking about the other Hendrick Motorsports driver, Alex Bowman missed key crucial races due to injuries. Any driver's performance can suffer if he or she misses 4 to 6 of the 26 regular season events. This impact could be seen on both the number 9 and number 48 automobiles. Although their playoff prospects are at risk, the season is far from finished. Alex Bowman, one of the 2 disappointed drivers, revealed his strategy and the team's plans to recover from the damage over the next 10 races. Alex Bowman sensed the weight of playoff expectations on them as they approached Daytona with a fresh mindset and a must-win position, which was especially noticeable among the HMS stars. Notably, he was unable to consistently perform upon their return from injury, most likely due to the increasing pressure placed on him. With Alex Bowman in 20th position in the championship standings, 96 points under the playoff cut, his performance in the last showdown was vital. He eventually finished 6th, narrowly surviving an accident near the end of Stage 1 with minor injuries. Bowman was asked about his strategy for the next 10 races in an interview with Formstretch, as the pressure of the playoffs would no longer be a consideration for the HMS star after this event. Alex Bowman replied, "We just need to go and execute, like we're in them anywhere, and this season, everything that happened. To be in the talks for the playoffs is probably more than we could have had, at times, so missed a lot of races, and you just can't have that. So that's my fault, and we will keep digging." Unfortunately, his championship ambitions and 5-year playoff streak were dashed due to his injuries and the ups and downs he suffered throughout the season. Alex Bowman was the lone driver in the first month with the most top 10 finishes, collecting several points. However, due to alterations in the car's greenhouse area, an inspection failure at Richmond cost them 60 regular season points and 5 playoff points. Bowman's position in the standings suffered as a result of this punishment. In April, Bowman suffered a vertebrae fracture as a result of an accident during a sprint race. This sad occurrence caused him to miss 3 critical cup races, as well as the All-Star race. Bowman returned to the number 48 Camaro and found himself in 17th place in the standings, just a few points away from elimination. Alex Bowman struggled to stay in the top 10 after that, except for a good 5th place result at the Indianapolis road course and a 6th place finish at Daytona. In short, the Arizona native's aspirations of making the playoffs were destroyed. Despite this, the team still has 10 races to repair the damage. What are your thoughts about the situation? So that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.